to In Pursuit with Pastor Bill.
Hey, I'm just a simple guy in pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, wild game, fish that swim under the ice, tender smoked meat, tasty grilled meat, and Denise.
In this hour, we are going to be talking about all of that and a whole lot more. Bill has been with Maranatha since 2005 and the campus pastor at Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus since 2011. Come along and join In Pursuit.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Reverend William R. Headley.
And now I wish I knew the full name. My name is Denise.
I'm just kidding. My name is James, and about a second before that intro ended, I spilled my drink all over the table in here. So I'm working on that.
That is why we don't pick beverages, James. Come on, man. Come on.
It's okay. Well, Bill and Denise are out this week, and so Shane and I have the privilege of hosting. So, again, my name is James.
I'm Shane. I fibbed earlier. I apologize. I am in fact not Denise.
So, as I clean up here, I just want to say we're really excited to host the show this week and interact with all of you over the radio waves. So if you are listening right now, I want to ask you, please text me or Shane. Let us know you're listening. If you don't have our phone numbers, that's tough luck. You can get it at church or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. How are you doing, Shane?
I'm doing great, man. If we're jumping right in, I want to say I'm happy that the Wolves have been playing a lot better. When we're losing, we're only losing by a little. So I've been loving that. And the Vikings, as far as I'm concerned, can just go ahead and lose. And let's get that running back from Notre Dame.
Wrap it up.
Right.
Well, that's a great intro to our sports segment. I don't know. It's been a weird Minnesota sports season. We were expecting a lot, I think, from the Vikings, and it hasn't been fabulous.
Yeah, and there's multiple sides of that conversation because you can say, well, he had a year sitting there, as in JJ, so he could have learned, and so it's not like we threw him into the fire by any means. He had that year to sit back and learn, and so then therefore we're just hoping, right? But that's what being a Viking fan is all about, is hope. Yeah, we don't end up winning the big thing, but hey, they're really good at providing us with hope. That's why we're one of the winningest franchises. I mean, we got tons of wins, tons of playoff appearances. We just obviously don't got the ring. So
yeah, well, it'll be all right. Oh, I've got texts. I've got texts coming in. We have got Jenny Gaskell, our station manager. Did you fry any equipment on the table? I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. I'm just kidding. Nope. Just got my devotional notes a little bit here. My mother is listening, Jessica. I am so happy you're listening. This is fun. And then we got Denise and Bill, the real Bill and Denise Headley. They are listening along with us. This is awesome. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I'm pretty much done cleaning up here. So basically a summary of the last few minutes here as we've been starting our sports segment is I've been grabbing Kleenexes off the table and just wiping everything I see. But I think we're all set now.
It was very engaging. I mean, we definitely need a camera. Watching you wipe was just phenomenal. It was great. You did a great job.
Well, back to sports. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like the Wolves are like our best bet. It's early in the hockey season, and I don't really do you pay much attention to hockey?
Yeah, the Wild are doing pretty darn good this year.
Okay.
I mean, they are in third. But obviously it's early, just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's early, but it's fun to watch. And hockey is one of those games that anytime I've ever been to a game, I've had fun, win or lose. It's just an exciting place to be, and it's nonstop action. It's just it's a very fun thing to go do, similar to basketball, right? Where there's constant action going up and down the court. But did you hear trade rumors for Kyrie Irving?
Oh man, seriously?
Yeah. So the Wolves.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have a little bit of a gap in their schedule. We're just explaining this for those who might not know. They have a little bit of a gap in the roster where like distribution is a little low, so our offense is somewhat inconsistent. So what I mean by distribution is when you've got a player who can get other teammates the ball, they're a point guard. Well, we have point guards. One of them's in development, and one of them's kind of He's like kind of on the tail end of his career here. He's slowing down a little bit. So we have a gap where we need somebody. Kyrie Irving is like one of the best in the league right now. There's other people, like they were talking about getting Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's not like a point guard. He's like a big player, but just need somebody. We need someone to juice up the offense so our defense can.
Either one of them would be
bit.
Amazing. I mean, I think like Giannis, like that's a superstar. I mean, not that Kyrie isn't, but obviously that's two completely different ball players. You know, one is going to attack the paint and, you know, get you some rebounds, and the other one's, like you said, is going to be your facilitator. So which way do you go? But either way, I think something, because, you know, to keep a spark, to make us, like you said, like the Wolves are a bright spot. You know, our Lynx run some championships, so why not the T-Wolves, man?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to talk about the WNBA season in the summer and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I still have hope, and like our general, or the guy who like makes all the decisions for the Timberwolves, like, or makes a lot of the decisions for, he's like the final say in trades, like trading players, and his name's Tim Connolly, and he's known for making some really big money moves. Like he just goes for it, and he brought some players to Denver when he worked for Denver. He brought some players there, and they ended up winning a championship. So hoping he can do that for Minnesota. It's a great opportunity, and yeah, I don't know.
Well, and I'm also still slightly paranoid that they'll just up and take our Timberwolves.
Oh, they won't.
I don't want them to leave.
Yeah.
I get a little scared about that.
Yeah. Pastor Cindy and Alice are listening. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Well, pivoting from sports just a little bit here. What kind of food you been eating, Shane? I don't know, man. This is not going to be a classic food segment on this show.
I cook not ever. James, I don't think you were saying you kind of live out of a can.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're the exact opposite of what, you know, Denise can cook wonderful meals, and Bill can just grill and smoke and do all these amazing things, and I'm like, I burn cereal. I don't know what happens. So yeah. There's a little bit of a disparity there, but I can tell you different restaurants, you know.
That'll do. What's the most recent restaurant you ate from?
One of my favorites is Jake's on the Lakes. I go there pretty much not once a week, but it seems often. But I really love pretty much everything I've had from there.
That's in Lindstrom or Center City, right?
It's one of the. It's right on the lake. I think it might be considered Lindstrom.
Okay, sick.
But yeah, that's one of those places, and just everything I've ordered has been really good. Yeah, and then just like little fast food places that I know I'm not supposed to eat, but I'm not on a great diet either.
Oh,
so
sure.
Another good reason to listen to Denise when she's telling you, because not only are these meals amazing, but a lot of them are actually like, you know, they're good for you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you're getting full, but it's also healthy.
Yeah.
You know?
And then as the listener, you get the opportunity to just feel kind of guilty about yourself. And
right? As I'm munching on my bag of chips.
Yeah, like for lunch today, I had my wife Scotland made these amazing peppermint chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh.
I had one of those. I had a mandarin orange, and I had a bag of jalapeno flavored tuna. So that
sounds so good.
It's good. It's we used to get them. We would get tons of these because they're like 80 cents a pop, and we would bring them up to the Boundary Waters, and that would be our main snack because it was like super high protein.
Yeah.
And they're like super light, and they can fill you pretty easily. So we would get a bunch of those, and I just liked them. I just always liked them. So me and my wife buy some. She doesn't like them as much. She does like a couple of the flavors. Like I think she likes the hickory smoked flavor. So that's all pretty good. So yeah. Oh, Aaron Tennis is listening. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Well, see your text. Jake's on the Lake is in Center City, according to Pastor Cindy.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, but food's good. Trying to think, like, what else? Have you eaten anything? Have you eaten anything else that's like worth like notable recently? I'm trying to think.
That's worth notable. Well, one thing, because I love hot sauce. I love anything spicy. Therefore, I also love chicken wings.
Oh.
So up in Cambridge, in my area, I live up north there, There was a Popeye's chicken that was put in. And
You're
I
kidding.
never understood the line of an Adam Sandler movie. This will be very niche, but there's a spot in an Adam Sandler movie called Little Nicky when they say Popeye's chicken is, and it's very delicious. I will completely agree that I've had it, and it was very sad because they had a grease fire, and they were out of business for like almost exactly a year, basically right around a year. And I was literally going there once, twice a week to get some chicken wings, and they were out of business for over a year. And I was like,
oh, man.
It was a very, very sad day.
Yeah.
So that, in my opinion, in my small brain, is that's what hits me is like I had chicken wings, I was loving chicken wings, and then they were gone.
Oh man, this is Shane when Popeyes goes out of business for the week.
Oh, it was devastating. Devastating.
Is that mic unmuted? I forgot to.
Oh no, we can
haven't
hear
been playing
you.
it. Oh, that's perfect.
How about you, man? Anything besides the tuna packs?
No, man. I'm getting a call from Denise right now.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what happens.
You're in trouble.
Hey, Denise, you're on speaker.
Hey, it's Bill. How you doing?
Oh my goodness. Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Just listening to you guys. You sound great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
How you guys?
It's funny because we're driving home because we're out of town.
Oh yeah.
And now you got me wanting to stop and get a little bag of tuna.
They're so good.
Yeah, they are good. I agree with you. Absolutely agree.
Oh man.
How's
That's
your
funny.
how's your tea mess? Your
My-
water mess or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, it was a Red Bull. It was a Red Bull.
Spilled a Red Bull.
I spilled a Red Bull on the table. Yes, but it's good. It's clean. It's clean.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Nicely done.
I'll get a wet rag after that. Wet rag after that. After this.
Yeah, that would be good. Some hot water, a little bleach on the table. That's awesome. That's great. So we had, we've just been out of town a little bit, celebrating our anniversary. 5 solid years now.
Woo!
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're kind of driving home. So I might miss you. Yeah, baby. I love it. You got your little sound box there.
I added a couple more too.
Get out. That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to listening to it. So we went up on the North Shore and have had a couple of fantastic meals. Just listening to you guys talk about food.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, so we had actually, I know this is going to break everything, but had a salad that was out of this world.
Is that the new word of the week? What is this salad you speak of?
The salad was like a roasted beet salad with walnuts and like a spring mix and feta cheese and this kind of sweet kind of dressing. I mean, cranberries were in it. Like, I'm telling you what, man, this salad was out of this world.
Wow.
Like, Denise had it for dinner one night, and the next day for lunch I ordered it because it was It was so good. And I know that like it breaks everything, but man, I'm telling you, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
That's
salad.
really cool. Oh, I'm glad. Shane's wondering what a salad is. He's on the other side of the glass. I don't
I'm
know
just
if you can hear
Googling.
him.
Don't worry about it.
He's Googling it. Never mind. He'll figure it out.
I couldn't hear him, but yeah, have him look it up. Like, salad it's an interesting thing for sure. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So while we were gone, though, Denise brought food to cook because she loves to cook, and she actually in the oven she cooked a couple of nice-sized chuck roasts, beef chuck roasts. Yeah, out of this world. Like, shred it with a couple of forks. Had some butternut squash. She baked a couple potatoes. And, so we sat in our room eating the home-cooked food that she made. Just absolutely delicious. Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. Well, hey, you know what? We're just driving and we're listening, and I thought I'd call and bug you a little bit and have some fun. I'll let you guys get back to what you got planned, and thanks for being there for us, and we'll see you guys in a few days.
Yeah, thanks so much for calling in.
All right, bud. Have a great day.
All right, thanks. You too. See ya. Oh, that was great.
That was cool.
Dude, I almost just like stopped talking and got up or something. I forgot I was like on the show, like standing here. I can't believe. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Oh, that's great. That's great to hear from them. That's cool. Their vacation went well. That's really cool.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
and I never would have expected that he would be calling up and saying how much he enjoyed a salad. That is cool. That is cool.
Yeah,
That's
now that you know
growth.
what a salad is.
Personal growth. We love it. We love to hear it.
Oh my gosh. Man, so I don't know, what have you been up to, Shane? What's going on in Shane world right now? Youth, what's going on?
Well, the youth, so we've been just loving having fun. We put a pickleball court in the sanctuary, which might sound a little awkward to some people, but that sanctuary is very versatile. It's an open space in that building where we do a lot of different things. So, we get to play some games. Last night, unfortunately, though, was a bit light. I think a lot of people got scared away from the snow and everything.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
Yeah, it was a bit light, and I don't know where all the snow possibly came from. It was like somebody prayed, and then next thing you know, we have a lot of snow. Can't say where that came from, James. I don't know if you know anybody that has been wanting snow.
I had a word with the guy upstairs, so we're tight. So he favors for me from time to time. Yeah, but it's been a good few weeks, I think. Yeah, and it's fun to see the youth have fun with. Like one of them, I don't even remember which one. They were telling me about that. They're like, Shane said we could keep it in here or something like that. They were telling us.
Yeah, they thought it was hilarious because you have the pickleball outlines of the court, but it's say it's Sunday morning and you have people coming in for service. But Pastor Bill said it was okay, and so literally right next to the chairs, there's an outline. You can see our pickleball court. While everybody's in there, and you're praising, sweet. You're worshiping, and there's a pickleball court.
You're standing on hallowed sporting grounds.
Right? That was King's Court right there a couple days ago. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, as far as things go for me, I mean, we're just getting ready for the kids play. Cindy's doing, which is going to be super fun with the kids and stuff. We've been like working tirelessly, everybody just putting stuff together. You guys working on your props, and I was trying to get me and Alice are working on getting the all the media ready to go for it. So getting slides in, videos in, songs in, and it's just been a blast. Like even though it's like a lot of work, because that's with anything. Mm-hmm. If it's a lot of work, it probably is worth it. Hopefully worth it. This one's going to be worth it because it's just been like all the stuff, all the ideas and everything like kind of coming together right now has been really fun. So yeah, but
no, it's going to be really. I can't believe that it's this Sunday already.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was just thinking that actually. I was like, this all has to be done today, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's happening this Sunday, that play. And it's so unique. I'm so excited to actually see it. There's obviously going to be a lot of facts in it, but then I know they made it super funny.
Really entertaining.
I'm really excited to see that.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten to be a little bit of behind the scenes of like recording their videos. They're going to be, I'm not going to say too much, but we recorded videos for it, and the kids are just adorable. Like every last one of them. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so fun to like, I'm like micing them up, and I'm like, okay, you guys ready? And they're kind of standing there looking at me, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just, or looking at the camera or looking around. It's just like, I don't know, it's always fun.
Yeah. It was cool to see like how into it some of them got too.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're playing that character, and they were becoming that character. They're definitely becoming little actors.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Very cool.
Yeah.
The hardest part is trying to memorize lines, though. Mm-hmm. I think we need to have a cue card person.
Yeah. Well, we've got we're working on something to help them out a little bit. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just there's like so many intricacies. You don't realize how much work goes into it until you're either a part of it or like your kid's a part of it. I would guess you probably are into it a little more, but yeah, it's just so cool. So cool. Well, we've got a great rest of the show planned. We got our word of the week coming up soon. Don't have to be just yet, but Shane is going to do it this week, so that's going to be a fun little thing. But yeah, we got word of the week coming up. We'll take our break, and then we'll give you guys some holiday announcements, just let you know what's going on at the churches, and then we'll have a little devotional thought as well. But
I'm excited for that, man. I'm excited to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what comes out too. I don't know
what comes out.
Yeah,
and especially now that your notes are wet.
Yeah, now that my notes have Red Bull on them, I think we'll be in good shape.
Or maybe they're empowered now.
Yeah, now
your notes have wings.
They got wings. I was just gonna say that. That's funny. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Do you have any of those conversation starters we talked about? We were kind of talking about.
I was hoping that there would be a segment too on like the would you rathers, because those are really fun. Like the conversation will go back and forth to one another, because I think it's funny to see the you can really dig deep into somebody's psyche if you ask the correct like would you rather. You can really kind of pinpoint somebody and how their thought process on a lot of things if you got a really good question to ask like that. I can't, unfortunately, I apologize because my notes that I brought were not on the same notes that I took my word of the
You're
word
good.
of the week on.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have a website that I used to use for Would You Rathers at
There's a whole website for it?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's like they've got like they'll post a blog and it's just like 100 would you rather questions.
Oh,
it's like
gotcha.
for clicks. But I used to use this particular blog page for our like Bible studies when I used to host Bible studies at college, and one of the this one was a fun one. We actually got pretty heated on this one. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future whenever you want? You can always decide. But it's like you choose one ability for the rest of your life that you can use whenever you want.
I'm terrible at planning. So, again,
Okay.
we were going deep into the psyche of someone who asks these, right?
Yeah.
So when you ask me that question and you say, would you say 150 years in the future?
150 years in the future or 10 minutes into the
Absolutely.
future?
150 years in the future, I could never possibly ever do. I wouldn't even think about, wouldn't understand what I'm even seeing. I'm more of the what's directly in front of my face. I would have to do the one where it's only a few minutes because, the other one, that is not me at all.
I agree. I'd do the 10-minute one because it's like, then you could just, I could literally like think, okay, I'm going to say yes to this question. And then I can look quick in 10 minutes in the future and see what happens if I say yes. And then if it's just a disaster, then I can say no. And then boom, we're solved. Problem solved.
Yeah, you could very methodically go throughout your whole entire day.
Yeah.
And you could end up having, it would be like a Groundhog Day, just being in slow-mo, and you could literally end up being the best Groundhog Day type day ever.
Yeah. Always have a good day. But then you never have a bad day, and then there's no good days anymore. Because if there's
you
only
get
ever
used
good
to
days.
it. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say neither for that one then.
But it's a would you rather. It's not.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Come on. The premise of the game.
Yeah, let's see. There's some good ones. Let's see here. Let us see. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance along to every single song you hear?
So I'm going to go the opposite of you last time. You said neither, and I'll go both. I will sing and dance no matter what at all times. It's like one of my favorite things is remembering when David and the Ark is brought back, and David is dancing, and his wife gets all upset and everything, and essentially, whenever I hear that, I hear Doc Holliday in my mind, and I hear, "I have not begun to defile myself," and it's just like because it's all about the Lord. He didn't care. He was dancing, he was singing, he's having a great time because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So when you're saying exuberance, I would definitely take both.
Yeah.
Well, how about you? Do you have an either or? Would you rather sing than dance, or?
I do sing because I can sing quietly, but you can't dance quietly.
Oh,
everyone
that's
will
a very
know.
good point.
If you're dancing, everyone knows. If you're singing, you could just hum it quietly or something I could learn ventriloquism or whatever. I can learn that, and then I wouldn't even be moving my mouth, and I could whisper it, and then it's like I'm not even doing it at all.
I love the loophole. That's cool.
Well, I think we should take our word of the week time. So Shane, why don't you hit it? And we will get it going.
Word of the week. This is the part of the show where Denise and Bill learn new words in pursuit of knowledge and understanding of the English language, and so they can sound smarter.
All right. So normally Denise is doing this part, and she does a wonderful job. And she also brings us words out of the dictionary that, haven't been used in a while, or they have a great purpose. The only purpose when I was thinking of this was the fact of sometimes when you're reading through your Bible, there's words that come up and you're like, what the heck does that mean? Especially if you're reading a King James version of the Bible. The one that stuck out to me immediately was verily. Maybe some of us do or some of us don't know what verily means, but it's an old-fashioned adverb meaning truly, in truth, or certainly with great confidence. It's often used for strong affirmation, famously in religious texts like the King James Bible. So a usage would be you're conveying emphasis and certainly. You're like saying indeed or most assuredly. And as we all know, if we do not use our word, we will lose our word. So I will say, I verily believe that James is responsible for all of this snow.
Guilty as charged.
Yes, so that is our word of the week. And again, remember, if you don't use it, we will lose it.
You're listening to In Pursuit with me, Pastor Bill, a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. If you would like to visit Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus, we have 4 weekend services to choose from. Visit maranathachisago.org to learn more and to check out some past messages.
Awesome. Well, it is the time of the show where we give a couple of announcements. Just working on my sound effect timing
You're
here.
doing great.
Thank you. Well, we will start with the Forest Lake campus. There's a lot going on. I will tell you guys what Christmas services they got going on here. Let's have a little look-see here. So, on December 17th, they will have no Wednesday night service. And then on December 24th at 2 p.m., they'll have their candlelight family service. I used to go to the service every year when I was younger, and it's really cool. It is a really cool service. Everyone getting up there, and they got their candles, and they turn out all the lights, and it's just beautiful. And then they've got their Christmas family service on Christmas Day, December 25th, 9:30 a.m. And then December 31st, the following Wednesday, they will have no church. And then Snow Days oh my goodness gracious. Snow Days 2026 registration is now open, so make sure you make your way over to the website. There's a whole bunch of details there. But yeah, make sure that you get registered for that. And they also got the Wild Game Dinner coming up next month, January 16th. Again, another event that I used to go to every year. It is just a master class in just seeing all things outdoors. It's really cool. So there's just a whole bunch of things going on there. And then in the Maranatha Chisago Lakes campus, we have got a couple of things. I've got the wrong announcement sheet here. So I'm going to look at it real quick. There we go. Okay, so Christmas Day services on the 25th of December. We will have an 8 a.m. and a 9:30 a.m. service, trying to get plenty of space for you and your family to come to church and just visit us for church and spend some time together. It's always an amazing service. It was just lovely. And then I'm trying to see what else. And then the Kids Play, you heard us talk a little bit about it. Sunday, December 14th at 3 p.m. right at the church. We're going to have our Kids Nightly News Christmas program. It's going to be awesome. It's open to everybody. You don't have to have somebody in the play to come see it. And Cindy and the kids have been working extremely hard on it. So I really want to encourage you guys to come check that out. But that's what we got for announcements. I don't know. What do you think, Shane? Should we head into the devotional? Oh, you're muted there. Sorry.
I'm excited. Why I didn't want to interrupt while you were doing the announcements, which great job, by the way. Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I think I'd love to hear what you were, because I heard you already kind of did it once, so I'm excited to hear. I heard it went well, so
Thank you. Cool, man.
As long as you can read it in your Red Bull Empowered with Wings notes.
Oh yeah. The notes are actually just vibrating right now. They're just jittery and oh my goodness. Slow down. Just kidding. Okay. Well, I just wanted to share with you guys this week about taking a little time to relax this season. Take a chill pill, and honestly, you gotta make sure you take time for that. It's a crazy season, especially like everyone talks about how things just get busier and busier as the years go on, and years feel like shorter. They feel like they're shorter. Weeks start to feel shorter, and especially during the Christmas time when you're doing 1,000 million things. So yeah, I mean, like Shane said, I did get a chance to share this little devotional thought yesterday at a staff meeting at my other job, and it was just fun to kind of like explore this topic with like different types of people, like a lot of people who lead ministries. It's just fun to it applies to everybody. I don't think you can ever have too many reminders about a thing like rest. You know what I'm saying, Shane?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just so important. Like, yeah, I bet as like a youth director, you gotta find times to take a chill pill because you're planning, like every week you're planning stuff for the kids, and you're the facilities manager, and you live like a million miles away.
Well, yeah, but you got to prioritize, and then in that prioritize, like you said, rest is a part of that. When you prioritize, it's not just the tasks that you need to do. It is also, like you said, it's remembering to, within that agenda that you're building, to put in a spot for rest, because there is a times when you get caught up with everything, not even thinking about it. And there's been times when I've done that, and you get exhausted, you get to the point of just I can't even take it anymore, and there's like, because I didn't step back, I never spent any time at all reflecting or in rest, or absolutely.
And like especially in the Christmas season, it's just like as soon as things get going, it really seems like rest and taking your time and taking things slow, it just flies right under the radar because you're prepping for family or you're getting ready to go on a trip. You're planning things, you're buying gifts. And I just think that rest is just such a gift from the Lord that we just can't overlook. And I really only learned this in the last couple of years with like being at college and everything. So I just want to share a little bit about me when I learned the importance of rest. I was attending North Central University, so this was a few years ago, was my technically freshman year, but it was really my sophomore year because I was ahead. But yeah, I got in there. I was living on campus on the freshman floor and meeting tons of people. And yeah, it's a great school. I love North Central University, by the way. I just got to throw that in there. Down in Minneapolis, it's just a great school. But yeah, so I kind of just thought I could do it all getting into there. I knew I had to work a lot. It's not cheap. School is not cheap. And so I had to work a lot to kind of pay my way through college. So I applied to housekeeping there. And I was also working at Maranatha Chisago at the time as well, on the weekends. And then I was working distance during the week. But I also applied to the housekeeping department at North Central. So I worked there 5 days a week. And then, yeah, like I said, I was working weekends at the church. And so as if that wasn't enough, I also wanted to just kind of branch out on campus. So I did Render, which is a student-led worship team for the daily chapel they have going on. So I did that for a semester. Excuse me. And then I was also a discipleship leader on the residence floor I lived on in my last year there. And there were days, and I'm going to kind of walk through like one of the busiest days that I would have. It would happen like once a week or a couple times a week. So I'd have my 8 a.m. coding class with Professor Colin Miller. He's a pastor in Minnesota, but he also is like an adjunct professor, or he was an adjunct professor at North Central. So, yeah, I would get to coding class. I'd do my thing, learn coding. I'd go to my 9:25 a.m. public speaking class. And by the way, I was kind of just crazy. I would wake up at like 7:50 and shower in 5 minutes. I'd be ready in like 7 minutes, and then I would just hike to class because there's skyways because it's in downtown Minneapolis. So we have skyways that connect the campus. So in 3 minutes, I was in class. So in 10 minutes, I was ready for class out of my dorm and in
That's
in
impressive.
Class. Well, it wasn't good for me. I'll get to that a little bit. Now, after public speaking, I would take our break for chapel. And so I would run over to the chapel. You get like chapel credits at North Central. So you have like a requirement to be in chapel like a certain amount of times per week. Like that's what you agree to when you start going there. So if you don't get a certain amount, you get chapel taxed, we would joke, but it's like a fine. And then, so I would go get my chapel credit, attend chapel. Then I would run to the deli at North Central, which was on the first floor of the dorm hall I lived in. So I would run over to the deli and I would grab my, let's see what I remember. Let's see if I can remember what sandwich I would get every day for like 2 years. It was rye bread, and then it was pepper jack cheese, and then I'd get ham and turkey. Then I'd get chipotle mayo, and then I would do lettuce and peppers and tomatoes. I think I didn't start doing tomatoes till later because I used to not like them. And then I would do and sometimes if I was feeling a little on the wild side, I would get some jalapenos on there. Great sandwich. Me and my old roommate were talking. we would just love these sandwiches.
That sounds good.
I never had a bad sandwich from that deli. So then I would run up to my dorm with my sandwich, and I would edit the sermon from the week. And so I would get on my editing program, I'd edit it up. Then I would FaceTime in for our weekly staff meetings that we were having, or I think they were bi-weekly at the time. Mm-hmm. So this would happen every other week. But I would get on our staff meeting, and we would meet. We would talk about what's going on. And then after the meeting, I would rush over to my resident advisor's dorm to our dorm meeting, which was like a leadership meeting for our floor because I was in leadership, and then there's 2 other guys in leadership. Then I would change into my housekeeping clothes after the meeting, and I'd run over to my evening class, which would run right up until I had about 15 minutes before my housekeeping shift, where I would then eat dinner in the dining hall, which was almost never good. I heard it got better, but it was not good when I was there. So I think what I would do is I'd grab a cup of coffee, and then I'd grab like the pizza option. They always have like pizza there. Yeah. The pizza is usually really good, but grab pizza, and then I would run down to the housekeeping basement of the building next door, and I would do my 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. shift. Then I would come home. Then I would go to the gym because I was trying to go to the gym at the time, but I gave up on that a long time ago, by the way. And so that was a normal day, and it was just too much for me. And even when I did have time to relax, I would just play video games with my friends, or I'd go hang out with people. And I did feel guilty a lot at the time that I wasn't hanging out with enough people because I was pretty busy. I wasn't hanging out with people. But I was like, man, that's the whole reason I'm living on campus here. Like, I felt just guilty. I wasn't like taking advantage of that. So I'd just go hang out with people. Well, it got to a point, especially during final season and like in winter, I just would like have such a hard time sleeping. Like, even though I was up to date on like all my work, I was up to date on all my schoolwork, I would just like, I couldn't sleep. It was like insomnia. And so I was worn out. I was crankier than I needed to be, and I was getting really cynical about everything too. Even like the prospect of like going to college, I was like, this is such a waste of time. I just felt like, I was like, what am I doing here? And I was like so fed up. And this kind of went on, and I knew something needed to change. I wasn't like angry all the time, but I just was not I was not positive as much as I needed to be. So I was dating Scotland at the time, and Scotland's my wife. And over that summer between my sophomore and junior year, I had told her about this, and she passionately encouraged me. And to read this book called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. And so I figured I didn't really have a choice, so I checked out the book on our library app, and I listened to it. So the whole book is about how the author discovered that the hurry in his life was eroding his spiritual life and his spirit in general. And he proposes a ton of reasons for that, and a whole bunch of ways to fight it too. So I really recommend it. But what was kind of ironic is that I only listened to it on audio during work because I wouldn't just make time to read. So I would go ahead and listen to that every day till I finished it. And that book, and I said this at the meeting, and I didn't. So this book, it just like changed my whole life. I'm young enough where just one book will just change your entire life, like one good book. But I just like, it made me want to throw away my phone. It made me want to buy a flip phone instead. And then I just wanted to have like a paper calendar with like 2 things maximum per day. And I didn't want anything else. I was like, holy smokes, I need to just relax. And reading that book, it was the first time I'd ever explicitly heard and digested Jesus's words on rest, and what he provides as our Savior. Matthew 11:28, he says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." That's such a good verse, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said, when you can listen to it, digest it, actually hear what it's saying, take time to,
Yeah. And all I was doing was mopping elevators and floors, and I was cleaning banisters, and I'm listening to this book, and I'm just like crying when I heard this the first time. Mm-hmm. I think it was in the elevator when I heard that. I was like, are you kidding me, man? Like, it's just so simple. And I was just moving too fast all the time. And so that book just convicted me like straight to my heart. And in the book, he talks about how often Jesus went to a quiet place to pray, like every single day, multiple times, in just solitude and in tenderness and humbleness. He approached the Lord, and it just struck me. And I was kind of thinking, like, man, outside of reading my Bible in the morning and doing my Oswald Chambers devotional that Pastor Mike Hasseltine actually gave to me, I'd read that in the morning, and I was just leaving absolutely no time to reflect on what the Lord was doing in my life. I wasn't taking time to rest in the Lord, and I just was like, I never Sabbathed, and in the hustle and bustle of the season I was in, I never took time to just rest in the Lord, and I think my heart was suffering a lot because of it. And I still struggle with it sometimes, but I just started to make changes. Like, I was not scheduling as much, and when I had stuff I had to do, I had like 4, 5, 6 meetings a week for this like student leadership team I was on. So like I'd go to those and I would just relax. I wasn't putting this pressure on myself anymore, and then I would intentionally take times to rest, like I wasn't playing video games every single night. Instead, I was going to bed early, reading a book or praying. And so that was another thing I was trying to do, is just pause throughout the day. Okay, what's the Lord telling me? Then came Equip that year, which is like a big conference where they have like a whole bunch of breakout sessions and speakers, and it's like a networking conference. And I was working at my other job at the time, and it was just crazy because it seemed like all of the speakers, and it wasn't planned, but it seemed like all the speakers had a bit on Sabbath, or they had a message about the Sabbath and about taking rest. And I was just remembering all that I had learned, and especially from this book. This was like a year later, or I guess like 8 months later. And who could have seen it coming? The Lord was right. I had learned so much about just like relaxing and just taking life slowly and taking it the way Jesus would want me to. And so that verse came back to me again, and I'm going to read it again here because it's so good. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And that's a different version. That's the ESV version this time. So here are some things from the book that stuck out to me. So before 1897, when Thomas Edison invented the first light bulb, before that year, the average person's night's sleep was 11 hours.
Wow.
11 hours. Because it was basically sun up to sundown. They were doing stuff, and then that's that. 11 hours. And then another thing was a quote from the book that just hit me right in my face. He wrote, "How would Jesus live my life if he were me?"
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good thought.
Yeah. It just killed me. I was like, oh my God. I was actually looking at my wife's copy of the book because she has it like annotated and stuff, and I haven't annotated mine because like I have a copy, but I listened to it, so I haven't read it again. I've read bits of it. So yeah, I was reading my wife's copy, and she has that bookmarked and rewritten on the bookmark, which is funny. And then another fun one, not as convicting but funny. I'm going to read the excerpt. As far back as approximately 200 BC, people were complaining about new technology and what it was doing to society. The Roman playwright Plautus turned anger into poetry. He said, "The gods confound the man who first found out how to distinguish hours. Confound him too, who in this place set up a sundial to cut and hack my days so wretchedly into small portions."
Wow.
Yeah. So the clock was contentious for this guy, and it's like, man, it's so true because we get so focused on the moment to moment. So
absolutely,
that's what I want to encourage you guys is. Those are some fun facts, but really the main thing is I just want to encourage you guys as the season wraps up, don't forget to take much needed time with the Lord and just reflect. So
what I love too, how you pinpointed like in my mind, like so when Jesus, he went away to pray. I almost think of that as like in our modern day, like that's a hobby. Like for him, like, I mean, we don't view it that way, but I'm just saying like mentally when you think about it, like when he went away, instead of going away to play video games, he went away to pray. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that was his thing. Instead of going away to hunt, he was like, I'm going away to pray. You know what I mean? And like, and that was also the rest involved within that too. He's taking time out, he's taking time away, but then he's also finding himself in prayer, and it's just a beautiful thing if we can, like you said, if you can keep focused on it and make sure that you are taking that time.
Yeah. It's so important. What do you do to rest, Shane? How do you find rest? Like, do you have like a hobby that you do that just you feel like it rejuvenates you and you can reflect and stuff too?
I have, ever since finding Jesus, have had the mentality of, cool. Like, if something negative happens, I just look at it as, I wonder what Jesus is going to do.
Oh,
you know
sure,
what I mean? Like,
sure.
to step back from it.
Yeah.
Instead
And
of
that's
being
how you
so
reflect.
worried about this or that. The
That's
other thing,
great.
I just, like, you see something negative.
Yeah.
And it's like, and if it's worldly, then we need to pray about it, right? It's like, you need to realize that I can't do anything about that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pray to the God who can do something about it, if it be his will, right? So it's like, ever since then, it's just, I've become so much just some more laid back. I'm
Roll
just
with
like,
the punches.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, nothing in this world is going to ever harm me. You couldn't hurt my feelings if you tried. Like, there's so many, like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again, it's just like, I am a pilgrim passing through this world. I'm going to make the best out of it that I can. I'm going to honor him. I'm going to let people know about him.
Totally.
But within all of that, I still find rest because, again, the negative stuff, all that stuff, I just feel like reflects off. It bounces off. I'm just like, meh.
That's
whatever
good.
kind of a thing. So it's like, I don't really have, I feel like my whole day can kind of just like, when you're reflecting stuff negative off of you and you're not letting it get to you, it almost feels like a restful day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel bogged down except for like yesterday when I shoveled for 3 hours.
Yeah. That's like, yesterday was insane for me too. But like when I came home, I just felt like, man, because I'd been studying and looking at stuff to write this devotional. So I was kind of in the mode, I'm not always in the mode, and I need to work on that. But I was in the mode, and I was like, man, you know what? I was communicating with our IT company all day. I was planning videos. I was setting up computers. I was sharing this devotional. I'm trying to think like of all the other stuff I was doing. I can't even remember it all, but it was so busy. And like usually, like on a day like that in college, before I learned about taking a chill pill, I would have been mad, and I would have been like, you know what, I'm going to sit down and play Fortnite for the rest of the night because I didn't have time to relax. So,
another thing too, I just real quick wanted to say, like, I appreciate the fact of how you're able to self-analyze.
Oh, sure.
Because like within that whole thing, the fact that you were able to recognize like you were being crabby or you were, you know what I mean? You notice these things about yourself, which some people can and cannot do, but then to go above and beyond that, you also take that self-analyze and take steps to change.
Yeah.
And that's huge because a lot of people don't do that. And you're so young to be able to, to self-analyze, one, and then two, to be able to take steps to change and correct these things that you noticed. Like, that's amazing. So the fact, again, like for someone like you to be able to say, we need to rest when you're drinking a Red Bull. But you know what I mean? I get the message, and I love it because, again, we need to reflect. We need to think about the fact that through the craziness and through all of the busy, you still have to find that time to step back to rest, and whatever that is for you. Because like you said, like, how do you rest? So it's different for different people.
Yeah. And that's another thing is like, when to rest and stuff, and talk a lot about the Sabbath too, which is like, it's a huge topic, but to like intro with a minute and a half left to go. But that's another thing, like explore that. Like that's something huge for me. I asked Bill and Denise if I could not do Saturday services a year. When I was learning all this, I was like, man, I don't have I'm working 7 days a week, and I'm just not functioning properly. So they were gracious enough to let me have that. And ever since then, those are the days where I'm like, I'm going to make sure I read my book. I'm going to make sure that Scotland and I do our morning devotion, and I cook breakfast, and like all that stuff I just like to do. So.
Well, and then it's cool because I'm sure, like, again, someone like you, when you're making these changes, you're noticing and you're like, hey, this is a good thing. And then it's, so then that opens it up to where, again, something else you happen to notice. So then it's easier for you to change because you're understanding, you're seeing the changes happen, you're liking it. So then as things come, it just makes you more adaptable, more easily to change because you're seeing the positivity coming from this.
Absolutely. That's a really good point. Yeah, that's a really good point because it just opens doors. Yeah, obedience will just open doors to the opportunity for more obedience. That's a really good point. Man, I never thought of that. I should have told you everything before so we could work that in. That's a really good point.
This is what I like.
Yeah,
man. I like
yeah,
that
yeah.
we're having a conversation. I think it was I had a great time.
I had a great time too. Yeah,
I know we're
this was great.
definitely the B squad.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
the
was a
B
lot of
team.
fun.
But yeah, well, I just want to thank you all for tuning in to In Pursuit this week. I think this is episode 39, but I'm probably wrong. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We love you guys, and yeah, see you next week.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining In Pursuit with Pastor Bill and me, Denise. We hope you will tune in next Thursday at noon as the pursuit continues. In Pursuit is a production of WAJC, Your Life Radio, on 88.1 and 91.7 FM. WAJC is owned and operated by Maranatha Assembly of God in Forest Lake, Minnesota. The opinions expressed here are not necessarily those of the owner.